your boy Jay Boogie back today with another video on this sunny, spectacular Sunday. Just want to dive into for words of encouragement. Thank God every day that you're breathing, that you're alive, and never question his faith. Always understand why things go in a different way. Always trust in him. Always believe in him. Always believe in his timing. Remember that. Most definitely. So let's dive into for a Game 6 recap. As I predicted, I had the Mavericks winning in 6. So congrats to them for winning the series. And they are advancing to the Western Conference Finals. So kudos to them. Basically in this game, that was down big. I think the most I was down by was, I want to say it was 17. But then in the pretty much in the second half, that was pretty much was resilient, especially late in the third, head to the fourth quarter. The most impressive thing they did, that was getting a lot of crucial, big offensive rebounds in this game. They shot very well from the 3-point line. Then they shot like 47% from the 3-point line as a team, so that's pretty much almost like 15 made threes, I believe. And and that role player stepped up to the plate big time. Shout out to Derrick Jones Jr., man. He had, I want to say, like 21 points. Then he was like 4 for 6 from the 3-point line. He was making some big buckets in the second half, definitely in crunch time. PJ Washington didn't do jack in the first half, but in the second half, he definitely came through. He really came through in the fourth quarter with making his typical threes. And I always say about Luka, man. When Luka Doncic, man, he pretty much had a triple-double in this game. He was spectacular. And I always say about him, when he balanced between the playmaking and the scoring, it's like it's such a threat because of the fact that it will be plays where he would get to the free throw line and he would like slow down, but then he would change his speed just enough to recognize who's open because all the attention is on him. So it's kind of like, just like with Jokic, you gotta know when to double team him, because if you double team players like a Jokic or a Doncic, they guarantee you 10 out of 10 somebody's gonna be open for a 3, or somebody's gonna be slashing to the rim for a layup or a dunk. So he has excellent timing, knowing when the defense trying to pressure him, and then he changed that quicker speed at the very last minute to find an open player, and he kept doing that in the fourth quarter. And then that's when PJ Washington was knocking down them threes. But like I said with Luka, man, he's definitely he was definitely shooting very well from the free throw line. He made all 7 free throws. He only had 7 attempts. To the people that complained about him a lot about his complaining for calls, but he only had 7 attempts. But with me, I'm proud that he made all 7, because like I said, I feel like his biggest flaw is his low free throw percentage, because for some reason he's a very mediocre free throw shooter. But in this game, more than anything, he made all 7, so he stepped up to the plate with that. So congratulations to him. And then my guy, my favorite player in the league, Kyrie Uncle Drew freaking Irving, came through at the right time when it's needed. Fourth quarter, clutch, big baskets, man. He was spectacular. Pretty much in his whole playoffs, he just showed that maturity and that leadership and that veteranship, with that young team. And, he has been very vocal. He's been a leader to this team. He has given them tremendous confidence and boost. Especially with someone like Kyrie is really not known to play defense or known for defense. He shows you how good of a defender he can be. And that ties in with the leadership he has. So it paid off very well. Like I said, man, he was spectacular. In this fourth quarter, man, he was making big baskets, knocking down big threes. And like I said, he's just make that sacrifice of playmaking, and it's fun to watch, to see a player like that to put that ego to the side and know what to do that's best for the team. So shout out to my boy Uncle Drew. And then for Derrick Lively, shout out to him, man. Came through the rebounding pretty much. Cause this team pretty much out rebounded OKC, but that's all credit to Derrick Lively. He had a double, 12 points, 15 rebounds, and now I know his mom is very proud. Rest in peace to his mom. I know she's looking down at him, smiling, very proud. Held his weight. I know he's playing with it. I know he played with a heavy heart in his whole playoffs. And he was big time on offense, especially when him in that pick and roll with Luka. He has become very vital and valuable. Very vital and valuable with that pick and roll with Luka, and he's making himself important piece in that rotation and offensive system. So he's, no pun intended, he's a very lively body. So like I said, man, he did an outstanding job, and he was making big free throws in his games too. So he always played 100% effort. I'm proud of this kid for what he did, for what he's going through. I know mentally, sometimes stuff like this, when you're going through losing a close one, especially a parent, they can mess with you mentally. But I know with a guy like a Kyrie Irving to be in the locker room with him, I know that he kept him level-headed. So he did a great job, double-double. I think in the last 3 games in this series, he averaged a double-double, I think 10 points and 10 rebounds. So, man, he was definitely coming through in this round for the Mavericks. And, hey, kudos to him, man. And then moving on to OKC. Man, what an incredible season. This very young team. To just shut out the haters, to make it this far to the second round, put up a good fight to a team like the Mavericks. Man, they did a great job in this playoff run. In this game 6, they pretty much forced 10 steals. The Mavs forced Mavs to 17 turnovers. They pretty much, I can't take nothing bad away from this, because this team has fought very well every game in the series. One thing I like about this team, that showed once they can really move the ball and attack the rim, it opens up their offense much more. So they showed that in this game 6. So that's something to look forward to next season, to additional, because once they ball would be going and they all attack the rim, it's like their floor space and opens up more, because they got guys that can knock down threes for a living too as well. So but shout out to the guy who I thought was supposed to win MVP, SGA. Man, he balled out in this game. 36 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks. And he shot 80% from the 3-point line. So, man, he did everything he could. He showed leadership. He was dominant in the scoring department in this series, in his playoffs. Because I think against the Mavericks in this series, he averaged like 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. So he was pretty much showing up to the plate. He pretty much had a fantastic playoff run. So SGA, for doing what he did great. And Jalen Williams, a dog. Man, he did great in his playoff run as well. Did good game 6. Made some big shots, but unfortunately, it didn't match with the outcome. And then Shet had a good performance as well. So it was a good playoff series. Man, I'm ready for conference finals. I'm ready for the Denver Nuggets and Timberwolves game tonight. Let me know who y'all got. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever. And love you guys. Jay Boogie is out.